Well, a grim reality of the task the president has given security chiefs, like you heard, moments ago, has been brought to light with the latest security indices released by a security risk management and intelligence consulting company, Beacon Consulting. Well, according to the report, in the third month of the year, 428 incidents resulted in 702 abductions and 1,497 fatalities. Well, this is a 40% increase in kidnappings and about 69% increase in fatalities from the previous month. While the report shows that 217 local government areas in 35 states were affected. A breakdown of these incidents shows 19% occurred in the southwest, 12% in the south-south, and 8% in the southeast. While the northwest saw the highest fatalities and abductions, accounting for 24% of all incidents, while the northeast 16% and north central 21%. The report concluded that in March 2022, government's efforts failed to prevent a month-to-month increase in security incidents and fatalities, as well as kidnappings.
Well, let's bring in Dr. Kabiru Adamu, a security expert and the chief executive officer of the intelligence firm Beacon Consulting, the company which produced that security report Ngozi has just reeled out for you. Thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight, Dr. Kabiru. Great to have you.
My pleasure.
Yes. Before we get to the details of the report you released for March, let's take you up on the National Security Council meeting that held today, the first in the year. The president's directive is for all Nigerians abducted to be released unhurt. In your experience, how feasible is that?
First off, it's the highest security council in the country. That is the pinnacle within the security architecture. You don't have any council that is above that. And we're having a presidential directive, which is pretty straightforward. The presidential directive says all abducted persons should be released. For me, that is a measurable directive. It's a directive that we can come back at the end of a month and look at it and say, okay, 50% of the persons that have been abducted have now been released. No, 100% have all been released, or not a single person has been released. And in which case we can hold to account whoever was at that meeting and that the president gave that directive. Now, to do that, it means the administrative machinery around Mr. President, in particular now, the Secretary to Government of the Federation, as well as the Chief of Staff to Mr. President, need to pick up that directive and develop key performance indicators, or what in security parlance we call tasking orders, and issue those tasking orders to the various security departments, almost 27 of them. And within those tasking orders, introduce key performance indicators that would allow them to measure the realization of that directive by Mr. President. And in fact, within a period that would be realizable.
Dr. Kabiru Adamu there, security analyst.